She says I'm late. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Uh-oh. Hold on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Got volumes everywhere. Because I monitor over here. I monitor everything over here so that I can kind of see what y'all see. And I had the volume on. All right, what's up? It looks like we're doing good. Looks like we're live. Let's see who's here. Alex, you came super duper early. I wasn't quite prepared. Liz and Ricky, I don't know which one of y'all are actually watching, but welcome. Good to see you guys. Sebastian, what's up, bruh? Good to see you again. Who else is here? Nicholas, good to see you, man. Good Abend. The guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to have all you guys here. New to the channel. Okay, good, good, good. Good to see you, man. Mrs. Darnita Rogers, hello. Oh, both of you are here. Good to see you guys, Liz and Ricky. I've been watching y'all's videos. Really, really interesting stuff. I'm glad to see y'all like fitting in really good. Did I say Rocky or Ricky? Ricky. I'm sorry if I messed that up. From Essen. Nice. Is Essen where you're originally from, or are you just there at the moment? Nonetheless, it's good to have you. So first off, y'all let me know how the stream is. As I outlined in one of my previous live streams, I don't have the strongest of connections in this area. So I sometimes have a little complications with the bandwidth. Sometimes it gets a little choppy at times. Y'all let me know if y'all can see what you need to be seeing, and y'all let me know if the sound and audio is where it needs to be. Yeah, so let me know if there's any problems so I can kind of work on it. And I would appreciate that. It's good to have all you guys here. I'm glad to see you guys once again. Oh, you love it here, Liz, Ricky? I'm glad y'all do, man. We love it here too, obviously. I moved back after leaving the service. Darnita Rogers says, having rehearsal with our choir here, taking a pause, checking you out. Oh, nice. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll let a few more people gather into the stream before we get started on some things. BVB Schalke 06. Moin, Christopher. Moin, auch an die Ansfinden. Oh, thank you. Morning. What time is it? It's about 8:30 here in this part of Germany. I don't have my watch on. But it's good to have you. The guys says German Wi-Fi, what a joke. It serves its purpose. It's just when I do live streaming, it requires a little more of the little more resources than I'm able to get. Oh, it's smooth now. Good, 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 good. Let me get my notes here. I got some notes. For the most part, guys, I kind of wanted to get this live stream going. I have a video ready and I was going to post it, but I decided that since I hadn't done a live stream in a long time, I figured it was time to get one of those going. This is basically going to be Ask Me Anything for the most part. I do have other stuff that I want to outline and talk about, but this is going to be an Ask Me Anything kind of Q&A. I kind of want to get, there's been a lot of new people that's joined the channel and decided to follow the channel as of late. And I want to give everybody a chance to kind of feel me out a little bit. You can also check the back catalog of videos. There's a bunch of stuff that I used to just like upload just to kind of put information out. Or you can come into this live stream such as this one and kind of ask your questions, get to know me. Yeah, we can go from there. I'll answer any questions anybody may have. Nothing. Hopefully you don't get too far, in the risque stuff, but nothing is off limits. Feel free to ask me anything you want to ask me. And just jump right in there when you have the question. I'm not gonna like set aside a time or anything like that. Okay. So, and who was that? BVB says Moin get him. Oh, okay. So you say that at any. Okay, I didn't know you can say that at any time. That's cool. I'm still learning a lot of stuff. So thank you for clearing that up for me. Niklaus said everything's fine so far. Internet availability in Germany can be frustrating, or mobile connection at the countryside. Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, I rarely have issues with the normal stuff that I do. I don't have problems with gaming, and I don't have problems with the usual like social media stuff or doing homework. 'Cause I take a few instructional classes online, and I don't have issues with those. When I do these live streams, it requires a little more. The guys, that's that North German slang. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Like I said, I'm still learning a lot of this stuff, guys. Beautiful. Uh-oh. So yeah, it's good to have all you guys here. Thanks for joining me once again. All right, so I do have a couple things I want to show you guys first. Chase Lawton, good to see you. Thank you for joining. First of all, I have made some adjustments to some of my socials, and I have added some new donation outlets. I got a few of these messages privately asking me how come I don't do more of this stuff, and truth be told, I do. I just don't give it the attention it deserves. As far as like donation and like charity stuff and like people being able to contribute towards growing the channel, I did make a Patreon. I made a Patreon, but it seems that Patreon is facing some issues right now. And though that doesn't necessarily hinder your progress on it, because if you're doing it right, it's going to grow regardless. But I feel like Patreon is, I started that about a year ago. I started Patreon about a year ago. And I've been like hustling it ever since. But I feel like Patreon is kind of going the other way. And I'm starting to think that I want to choose other options for people who would like to voluntarily help out the channel, I'll say. So I updated it. Right now I'm using two main ones. I'll show you here in a second. They'll be down at the bottom of the screen. And I'm using just the two right now, and they seem to be serving the purpose that they need to serve. People like them. People are using them. And that's really the only thing that's the purpose of them. So here they are. Ta-da. So these are it. These right here are the two I was talking about, the two that most people are using for donation. So anything that I ever say about donations or voluntarily helping out the channel is just that. It's strictly voluntary. I would never in any way try to force anybody's hands or go begging or asking anybody to contribute for anything. But I was asked how come I don't have it. So for those that are willing and those that want to contribute to growing the channel, there they are. It's two of them. It's Buy Me a Coffee, which is buymeacoff.ee/CL Russell. And then underneath that one is the other one. It's paypal.me/CLRVEWS, Clearviews. That used to be my channel name. So those are what I'll use for now as kind of donation and contribution outlets. The rest of these are my socials, because that's another thing I've been getting in my messages and my DMs. People are asking me, do I actually have socials? Like, do I actually use them? So the answer to that would be yes, but truth be told, I don't keep up with them like I should. I don't put the energy into them like I know I definitely should be doing. most of that is due to the fact that I do have them linked. If I post on one, usually it posts that same post on each one of the outlets because they're linked and connected. But anyone who does this kind of thing will tell you that you can't stop there. You have to put a little more energy into your socials if you want them to be as effective as they can be. Time Turner, good to see you, man. Glad you stopped by. Good to see you, Time Turner. Nice setup. You're always putting it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. What was I about to say? Oh, so yeah, you have to put the energy into your socials because it just may be that someone only follows on a certain outlet. So, for instance, somebody could probably only use Instagram. Not everybody uses Twitter. Not everybody uses Facebook. You know what I mean? So, for that person that only uses Instagram primarily, then they would need to know that they are shown. They would need to be shown that same energy that you put into your other outlets. So, if I put everything I am into YouTube primarily, or not YouTube, but if I put all my energy into, say, just for example, into Facebook, but that person on Instagram is an Instagram primarily user, a primarily Instagram user, pardon me, and they'll miss out on a lot of stuff because all I'm doing is focusing on Facebook. So that would be unfair to the people who support and follow on these other platforms. So I know that I need to start putting a little more energy into my socials. These are what they are. They should be fairly similar. The only one that's different, I think, is my Twitter. C.L. Russell. Yeah, I mean, they're all fairly similar, so they're not that hard to remember. So yeah, those are. And for those of you that were asking about them, there they are. Follow me anywhere you're comfortable, anywhere you're happy following me. And you know, that's that. I'll try my hardest to put more energy into these. With the time that I'm using right now on everything else, it just gets a little bit tight. Time just gets a little bit tight, but I would never make an excuse. Like, I got into this knowing what I should be doing, so that's something I'll try and get more energy into. All right, before I move on to the next thing, let's see if anybody else has shown up. Not yet at the moment. Again, any of you guys who are here already, if you have any questions, just type them up. I'll see them. I'll read your question and then I'll answer it. We need a join button. We should get that at 1K. What do you mean, the guys? A join button? What's a join button? Is that something that YouTube does at 1,000? A join button. Anyway, yeah. Don't forget, put your questions down there if you have any. Giveaways. I need to get like a consensus of how people feel about giveaways. I have a bunch of things that I've collected over the years that kind of mean a lot to me, but I wouldn't mind parting ways with for the right personnel or follower or supporter. Okay, the guy says YouTube has like a membership option. The big channels have it. Really? So what does that do? What does the join button do? The membership option join button do? I guess this isn't something I'm familiar with. I rarely. I don't know. Just explain it a little bit to me. I'm gonna keep talking while you explain that. So giveaways. How do you guys feel about giveaways? On one hand, this is how I feel about it. On one hand, I feel like it's it's kind of a cheap way to get. Oh, hello, Armando. Good to have you. Good to have you, Armando. Armando B. Always a pleasure. Giveaways. On one hand, I feel like it's kind of a cheap way to like buy people's involvement, to like buy people's loyalty. But I'm in no way above it. You know, I'm not above something like that, because I feel like if someone deserves something, they deserve something. You know, there are a lot of people out there who have been with this channel from the beginning, from the very beginning, and I couldn't thank those people enough. Like, I literally sometimes go into this like, how can I thank these people that have just always been there? You know what I mean? Because for those of you that don't know, the channel just recently, within I would say within the last month, gained a good number of subscribers. So it's oh, hold on. The guy says you pay $5 a month, and then it's the creator's job to add bonuses for the members, like a logo behind the username or extra emoji. Oh, okay, okay. That sounds like some stuff that they do on Twitch too. That sounds like some stuff they do on Twitch. Okay, I know what you're talking about, there, guys. Yeah, maybe we can implement some stuff like that. You know, that's I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to get content visible and to as many eyes as I can. So hopefully, oh hey Peaches. So hopefully, you know, we can. Hopefully, that's something we can do. You know, I'm all for improving this channel. This is for you guys, man. I mean, I do it for me primarily, but I want this to be something that you guys can like always appreciate, take with you, and be like, wow, that was a great experience. I really liked what just happened. I do this for you guys. Who's that? Dare Ohm. Good to have you, Dare Ohm. 07. I don't know what that means. Good to have you nonetheless. So giveaways. I already said, on one hand, I feel like it's a cheap way to buy people's involvement and people's loyalty. But on the other hand, I'm not above it, and I feel like there are people that deserve, something from me. I'm just gonna talk about myself. So I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe I don't even know. I'm in such the beginning stages of it. I don't even know when I would do it. You know, or how often I would do it. Once a month, once every couple months. I really just don't even know. The stream seems to be cutting in and out. Y'all let me know if y'all having too many issues. I'll try to work with it as best I can. So, you know, I'll keep thinking about that. I'll listen to you guys and see what you think. Y'all just continuously let me know how you feel about the channel. Critique me all the time. Like all the time. I don't mind it. Bad or good. Critique me. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, how can you fix stuff? So, bad or good, I always want to know something that can either be changed or improved on. I also got a question about the travel part. People ask me, like, what's the travel part of your channel? Because for those of you that don't know, my banner on YouTube, it looks like this. So my banner looks like this, and people often ask me, you know, since it says filmmaker, traveler, entertainer, and people ask me, where's the travel part? We don't see you go anywhere. The travel part for me is it's seasonal. I don't at the moment I don't travel year round, but when I do, I try to make the most. I try to get some films from each place that I go to when I am traveling. I love traveling. Yeah, I would like to do it more often, but at the moment, I'm just that's not what the case is. So that's what the traveler part in my banner looks like, or is for. So, you know, traveling is a big part of who I am since I've discovered how much I love it. You know, when I was younger, I always had this itch of wanting to just like be away all the time. Might have had something to do with the way I grew up too, but there was always this itch and wanting to like go do stuff and go see stuff. So once I became an adult and got a little older and realized that, oh, traveling is for me. Yeah, that's how I discovered that it's a big part of who I am. So don't discount that. So because a lot of traveling will happen on this channel. I'm still a young channel. You understand what I mean? So we have a ways to go yet. We have a long way to go, man. There's so many things to do, so many things to see. We'll get to it. Like, trust me. I don't know if any of you guys that are here right now asked that question, but it was a question that was asked. So yeah, that's what's up with that. All right, let's any questions so far? Nobody's got any questions? I know somebody wants to know something. Ask anything. Don't be afraid and don't be shy. Um what? Okay, never mind. Yeah. So let me change this back to my socials. There we go. So yeah, man, ask the questions, guys. Don't be afraid. Let's see. Oh, I also got asked about my video turnaround, my upload schedule. Let me so let me talk a little bit about that. So initially, I wanted to release and upload every, I don't know, Wednesday or so, every Wednesday on YouTube. Um, Klaus Kleber says the children watch too much Netflix, so you have issues with the stream. Oh, maybe, but nobody's on Netflix right now. Nobody's on anything right now. I'm the only one using it right now. So if that tells you anything. Niklas says, I figured out that you were in the army. What was the reason for you to move to Germany? All right, I'll answer your question before I get on to this next topic. Um, First off, I wasn't in the army. I was in the Air Force, and I know people on the outside don't really see a difference. Um, so I was in the Air Force, and I think I did a video on that way early on in the channel. Um, the reason I moved to Germany when I was in the military, the reason I did, and Liz and Ricky can probably relate to this if they're still in the stream. The reason I was in Germany is because it was a duty station that I picked. Um, that was Is the stream okay? Everybody's saying Netflix is taking over. Nobody's on the internet right now. Is the stream getting bad? Um, so yeah, I was stationed here with the U.S. military for a few years back in 2008, and then I left in 2011 and went to Arizona before I decided that I wanted to come back here. So moving here the second time was me deciding that, or figuring out how much I loved being here, and realizing that it was a place that I really wanted to stay. And yeah, the rest, as they say, is history. I mean, you find something you love and you go after it, right? I literally couldn't see myself doing anything else, so you know, it is what it is. That's the short version of that. Um, Armando B asks, "In which city do you stay?" Um, I live in a very very small village. It's called Steinborn. It's it's about 15 to 20 minutes from maybe you've heard of Bitburg. It's from Bitburg. It's 15 minutes from Bitburg. It's not a large area at all. Um, it's a very small village. I do like it, but at times it does get kind of, I don't know, a little dry, little stale, a little boring. But that's okay because I prefer it over the hustle and bustle. I left the hustle and bustle of the country I was from to take a break and kind of calm down my life a little bit. So far be it from me to complain about my current life when I was jumping away from something that's the total opposite. So Steinborn, that's the village I live. Chase Lawton says, "You airmen were living good in Ramstein Landstuhl." Um, yeah, I suppose maybe for the most part. What do you know about that, Chase? Were you were you in that or something? Oh, so that's why the internet gets bad at times. Yes, that is why the internet is bad. When I first got here and they told me that the internet is terrible and that, it would be improving over the years, I was just like, okay, I can hold out. I can do that. I can work with a slower internet if it means getting a better service later. But here I am 3 years later and it's still not that good. But, you know, like I said, I'm not going to complain. I'll work with what I can work with, and I'll go from there, man. Um, the guys, I personally prefer some of the bigger cities. They are calmer than cities in other countries. I suppose. It's going to be a matter of preference. I haven't lived in a bigger city here yet, so I can't compare anything to anything. I'll take your word for it. I mean, I'm sure you know better than me. What'd you say, Niklaus? You should visit southern Germany sometimes. Baden-Württemberg and Franconia and part of Bavaria are beautiful parts of Germany. Wow. Yeah, you're right. I'll keep that in mind. Um, we did visit Bavaria when I was stationed here. I went down there for like 3 days, something like that. Excuse me, and we loved it. Um, I mean, it was gorgeous down there. I think I mentioned this in the last live stream. It was gorgeous. Like, I think if I had my choice at the moment, I would prefer it to be in southern Germany. It was beautiful down there. Man, we loved it. Oh yeah, and you're right, man. We need to go back and get a fix. Go down there and get our beautiful southern Germany fix. Armando says I'm from Frankfurt. Oh, you're from Frankfurt? Frankfurt? Where are you now? Or are you saying that's where you are? I've been to Frankfurt quite a few times. I haven't gotten a chance to like stay for any significant amount of time, but it's usually the place where I'm transitioning from uh, one place to the other. It's like that's it since the airport's there. That's where I catch a plane and get going to other places. The guy says internet is supposed to improve for the last 5 years. Really happened. Yeah, what's up with that? It's just not prioritized for some reason. Like everybody everybody is prioritizing faster internet nowadays. I have no idea why it's not being prioritized here. It definitely should be. Like Germany is all over like everything. They usually are all over everything. So I don't know why this isn't one of those things that they're putting at the front of putting at the forefront. Chase Lawton says, "Yeah, I'm a vet, bro. They had us single soldiers living two to a room, but I met single lower enlisted airmen with 3 bedroom apartments." Ah, hmm, wow. Well, fortunately, I never had to do that. Um, I didn't join the military as a single person, so I've never had to do that, bunking into a room like that. So I don't have any experience with that. But I do know a lot of people who are living kind of a privileged life in that part of town um, because they're serving. So I thought that was maybe what you were talking about, but you're talking about that bunking in with everybody else situation. Niklaus says, oh, he's talking to the guys. Berlin airport should be finished by now. I personally have fallen in love with the northern part of Germany. That influenced my decision to go study at the Baltic Sea. Were you in the guys, were you in the last live stream and did you mention that falling in love with northern Germany or was it someone else? You might be uh, the person that keeps mentioning loving northern Germany. And I haven't been too far north, but I didn't see a problem with northern Germany. Um, as a guy raised in Berlin, I couldn't be more embarrassed. Of what? Oh, okay, that wasn't you then. Okay. Well, there's someone else who actually loves Northern Germany too. So I'm gonna take you guys' word for it. Add that to the list of places I need to go. What were you embarrassed about? The airport? The guys? Um, Liz and Ricky, if y'all are still in the stream, maybe y'all can chime in, and I know y'all haven't been here that long, but maybe y'all can chime in and kind of give us y'all's outlook on what Launch Duel is like. I think that's where you say you were stationed at in one of your videos. Um, just to kind of add some perspective to this, if y'all still in the stream. Very friendly. Oh, okay. Do you mean the people? The people are very friendly. I saw that y'all ate at a few places. I put a comment on the one when y'all went to Schwings, um, because we ate there once when we were in town. So um, that's the one. That's the one where I commented that like we're often there. So and that was one of the places that we kind of hit up once. Um, yeah, y'all look like y'all love it, and I didn't hate it when I was there. You know, the area was fine for me. A lot of people don't like it because they say it's busy. Say it's really busy. But this is primarily coming from people who were once there, but then like came here, and they're just like, oh, this is much more calming. This is much more Germany like, you know. And they say they didn't like how busy it was there, but I had no problems with it. I had no problems with that, and I have no problems with it here. Um, Wish the internet was a little better, but I have no major problems. All right. Chase says the farthest north I've been was Hamburg, but my home is in home. I'm assuming you meant is in South Germany. Oh, okay, nice. Berlin's new airport was supposed to finished in 2012. Whoa, really? Then it was supposed to open in 2014 and failed 70 plus safety tests. Then it failed to open. Wow, that's crazy. 70 plus safety test? That doesn't sound too German like. That's crazy. Liz and Ricky, everybody such as locals are service members. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's true. And that's one of the things, Liz and Ricky. That's one of the things that people say when like I was saying earlier, people that have lived there and have come to a place like this, a smaller place, or maybe even Wiesbaden or one of those other smaller places. They always say that everybody's American, everybody's affiliated with the U.S. military installation somehow, as a civilian or whatever the case may be. And they say when they come here, they meet more, you know, German people, people who actually like live in Germany, like, you know what I mean. And I think that's one of the big differences that people see and that they like initially. Chase says, "How are you liking the small village life?" The small village life is okay by me. I don't have any complaints with it. I don't have a pro. You guys seen I have daughter. I don't have any problems with anything. Like they are completely free to be doing whatever they want to do. We got so much land out here. You can see it in some of the videos. There's just so much space. Like it's freeing. It's a breath of fresh air. I came from a place that's like so busy. It's the city. It came from Phoenix, Arizona. Busy, busy, busy. You know what I mean? Just crowded. Our neighborhood was like completely like I would say the space between each house in the neighborhood I was with was about 10 feet. 10 to 15 feet between each house. Now imagine that. A whole neighborhood. House, 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 house. Come back down the other way. House, 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 house. You know what I mean? You're surrounded by people. And I got no problem with people, but there's just a moment where you're just like, man, I need some space, you know? You just need that space sometimes. And here, we got nothing but space. And it's awesome. And I know Liz and Ricky came from California, so they can probably relate. Um, Niklaus says, the Berlin Brandenburg Airport, Chris, the damn thing is under construction for, I think, 12 years now, and it's not done yet because of many problems, like lacking fire prevention systems. Wow, that's crazy, man. Like, I'm surprised they don't have a hold on that, like, from, like, in the beginning. Like, that should be one of the things that they're on top of. Is the stream okay, guys? Let me know if I'll try to do what I can do with these adjustment settings that they have here. So let me know if the stream is not doing well. Um, Liz and Ricky say, coming from sunny Southern California, Camp Pendleton, this is not busy at all. This is actually very relaxing and slow-paced living. You're right. You're right. And it's going to come down to perspective. So people that maybe, just for an example, people that maybe came from like New York and say, oh, it's busy in New York. If they talk to a person that's from, say, that area, Ramstein, Landstuhl area, and they say, oh, it's busy here, and those people talk, and they compare busyness, busy cityness, they're not going to see it the same because, like, places like New York is crazy, you know what I mean? And it's way beyond what anybody from, like, where you guys are can imagine. So, yeah, it's going to come down to perspective. So, I agree with you guys. Um, the guys, oh, he's talking to Niklaus says, I want them to use the old airport. What are you guys using for airport at the moment? Like, do you have to commute to like a further away airport? Or do you just deal without one? Stuttgart 21. Watch the D Anstalt. Electrical sketch about it. It hurts a bit. I'm not sure I follow what that means. The guy says until like last year there was a Bermuda Triangle in Germany. What? What does that mean? Liz and Ricky, are you from Phoenix? We are from Yuma, born and raised. Oh, nice. I'm not born and raised in Phoenix. That's where I went after I left Germany the first time. We were at Ramstein, and I left after my tour in Ramstein. We left and went to Phoenix, and we were there from 2011 to 2016 when we came back here. Born and raised, though. Wow, nice. Rollo 45, good to see you. What's going on? What's good, my dog? Nothing but the live stream, bro. Hopefully it looks good for you. As I monitor it, I can see that it's doing a lot of pausing, but hopefully it's not undoable. Just please let me know. I'll do what I can, as I said. German constructions are usually pretty sloppy, to be honest. If the state commissions a building, it usually takes 3 to 4 years longer than planned. Oh my goodness. Ray the Vagabond, good to see you. Thank you. The stream is fine. Sound could be a tiny bit better, but it isn't terrible. Is it not loud enough? Is the sound not loud enough? My mic is kind of off to the side. Yeah, let me know. I'll try and adjust it here. I'll turn it up. Yeah. Good to have you, Ray. The Berlin main station, for example, was delayed due to them forgetting to add restrooms. What? Forgetting to add restrooms? That does not sound even like an even real mistake. I never understood what's so wrong about Teagle on the other one. Refurbishing Teagle would have been cheaper and or faster. I don't know what Teagle is, but I guess y'all know what that is. The guy says we have two airports at the time in Berlin. Used to have three. They're trying to replace those. Okay, so you guys have options. Okay, that makes sense then. I was thinking they were just like, well, these people are just gonna be stuck where they are unless they commute further out and try to find some way to get out. Um, so I was about to, before I start answering questions, I was about to talk about the fact that somebody messaged me and asked me about my schedule. They wanted to know what my actual schedule was, and initially I wanted to have a every Wednesday upload schedule, but testing the upload days, Wednesday started looking less like the day to post, and Monday started looking like the better day to post. Monday and Friday, and then Wednesday, according to the analytics. And my goal is to reach the people in the most optimal time possible. I don't want to just upload when people aren't able to see it. Like, I want you guys to be able to see it, see the video. So work with me a little bit while I work on this upload schedule. I'm trying to find the best time to reach the most of you, the subscribers, and that's what's causing it to change. But on a bit of good news, my turnaround. Excuse me. Hey, sausage fruit, good to see you. Guten Abend. Um, my turnaround's getting better. I'm finally able to kind of streamline my editing process and get the videos out a little faster. And I'll continue to work on that because I think that's important. Like, people just want to see stuff. Like, they don't want to hear any excuses or what happened or what do you do. People just want to see the stuff that they signed up for. You guys, you just want to see what you signed up for. You didn't subscribe to go time passing without seeing stuff. So, as I said before, I'm trying to be. I'm doing this for you guys, and I want to make sure you guys get what it is you signed up for. So I am getting better at my editing turnaround. The video I have right now, I think I did, and from recording, I'm turning the camera on from the beginning. The moment I turn the camera on, all the way until I hit the last piece of editing and saved it. About 3.5, maybe close to 4 hours. I know you're going to be like, wow, that's a long time, but trust me, that is good. I usually take about 2 days, usually. So, I'm doing better. Yeah, good to see you too, Sausage Fruit. Welcome back, please. Don't hesitate. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. If you got a question, ask me right now. This is your moment. Niklaus, what's your current job and how good is your German? You could upload a video in which you only speak German. People like stuff like that. Do they? Do they like stuff like that because they like to make fun of us? Because I feel like I get on there and I'll be just embarrassing myself. Like, I could probably get through it, but I would butcher and completely slice and dice the language. And I think that's one of my things when it comes to speaking the language. I hate to mess it up. So that makes me want to do it less. But I force myself to do it as much as I can because I know eventually I'll have to use it. I want that, I want that to be my primary way of communicating. I don't want people to resort to catering to me because I can't do it. Excuse me. So, I'll work on it, because I have to. Current job. I think I was talking about this earlier. I I put in 20 hours on one of the U.S. military installations here. Now, that 20 hours gets me the the privilege to use the facility. That's how I'm able to use and access both U.S. versions of things and German versions of things. So I do have a video in works of me comparing a lot of stuff on screen, just so you can see the difference between the two. But 20 hours a week is what I give them in exchange for that privilege. I won't always do that, but at the moment, that's what I do. I don't do it for the money. I don't. I don't need to really have a a payroll job. I guess I'm not trying to sound weird, but I don't really need to have it. But I do it because I'm exchanging that 20 hours for something that they actually give me. Um, and I guess your last question: how good is my German? I'll just say it's not that good. It's nothing I could brag about. So, and I'm ashamed to even say that because me being here this long, I should be better than it actually is. Um, there's a lot of things I could get by myself. You know, if I'm out there lost or so, I can get by. But it'd be hard for me to really communicate on on any real communication level. It'd be hard for me to make my point known. Um, First impression. Sausage Fruit said, "Tell me about your first impression. Sausage Ripple, why and how you like it." I don't know yet. My first impression on Germany is what I'm assuming you're talking about. Um, the first time I moved here, my first impression was um, actually I'll be honest. Everything worked out so great when I first moved here that I had a great first impression of Germany, um, and I can solely remember thinking, I think I'm gonna like it here. You know, I can remember thinking that, as opposed to some places that I'd gone, I'd be like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like it here, and I have felt that way about some places that I've been to. So my first impression of Germany was awesome, and I don't think I could complain about it. I mean, it's been awesome for me. So let's see. Give this chat stream a chance to catch up. It's kind of refreshing, I think. Jan Mueller. Good to see you. Jan has a question. Oh, hold on. I'm keeping up with everything on my phone too. So, um, Jan Mueller says, "What WTF is happening in the U.S.? Will Trump be impeached or not? Your opinion?" Ah, there it is. Um, I don't usually talk politics. I said this is an Ask Me Anything, so I'll answer your question without turning it into an open discussion for politics. That's fair enough. Okay. Um, so, your first question: what is happening in the U.S.? Simply put, I don't know. I don't know what is happening in the U.S. I try not to. I try not to say one thing that can be misinterpreted for something else, because that's so easily done nowadays. You say one thing and you're automatic. You somehow have been roped into something you don't want to be in. So to answer that question, I don't know what's happening. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Will Trump be impeached or not? That's not a question for me. That's not something I can answer. It's not. That's not something that's in my control or something that I put energy into one way or another. So I don't have an answer for that one. My opinion is I hope um, I hope the U.S. figures everything out relatively quickly. That's as simple as I'll put that. Thank you for asking, Jan Müller. Thank you for asking. Um, Sausage Fruit said live stream went off for 10 seconds, but you're back on. Oh man, what is happening? We're still up, right? Let's see. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Um, man, it looks like it's chopping up again. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me see if I can mess with this real quick. Keep your questions coming if you have any questions. I'll still be able to answer them. But I want to see if I can adjust this so that you guys cannot get such a choppy stream. Oh, they don't let you adjust it if you're already streaming. That's crummy. Okay. Well, I thought you can adjust the settings while you're here, but apparently they don't let you do that if you're already streaming. Bear with me, guys. Hopefully it's not too bad. Looks like it's going for the moment. Okay. I'll just keep going. Let's see, where was I? Oh, Niklaus says you can't butcher the language more than some other YouTubers already did. Don't worry about that. They'll understand it. Nobody is perfect at first. There's a saying in German. Es ist noch ein Weißer vom Himmel gefallen. Is that the saying? What does that mean? What's that trend? Okay. It is. There's no master from the sky falling. Not sure. My mind is translating that the way it's meant to be said, but I think I understand what that's saying. I think I understand what that's saying. Thank you, Niklaus. So it's things like that kind of keep me kind of wanting to do it and not being so shy and so apprehensive about doing it. So thank you for that. You know, that kind of helps me get the confidence to keep using it as much as I can. Sausage Fruit. Can you agree with some cliches about Germany, like the real Disneyland or only beer and lederhosen? I don't think, no. Germany didn't live up to any cliche that I had heard about prior to coming here. The lederhosen and things like that, I've learned that that's a Southern German, a Bavarian thing, if I'm not mistaken. And before coming here, the stigma or the stereotype is that everybody's walking around in it. Like that's the way people dress. And it's just so crazy. I was prepared to completely flip over into having to go get me some. I do want to get me some, but I only want to wear it when I go visit like Oktoberfest again. I've been to Oktoberfest in Munich, and I said next time I go, I'm going to dress the part. I think there are other Oktoberfests that you have a good time at besides that big one, but I already promised myself that I would go back and kind of play more into the part. Just a side note. So that's that. The beer thing Germany does live up to that. Like, people drink beer in their breakfast. Like, that's crazy. That's some gangster stuff. Like, I could never have a beer for breakfast. I just don't think I could. Props to those guys, but I just don't think I could. The real Disneyland, I haven't been to Disneyland nor Disney World in the States, so I can't compare it. I've only gone to Disneyland in Paris. That was my first experience and my only experience with Disneyland, so that's what I know. Thank you, Sausage, for those great, great questions. Armando B, are you married? Yes, Sausage Fruit. Like it is only most likely in a Bavarian state. Yeah, exactly. Chase, I'm in the same boat as you, bro, about not speaking German. I know, man, but as who said it? Niklaus was saying we shouldn't be afraid to. Like, it's part of the deal. We agreed to come here, so that's kind of, we have to accept what comes with it, and that's learning to communicate in the language that they speak. And I say that to other people a lot, because I do understand it and I do know what it means. So I'm not just saying that to come down on people. I mean it for myself too. It's part of the deal. It's part of the contract we signed when we agreed to come here and live their life, or live a life with them. But Chase, how's your German? Thanks for the answer. You're welcome, Jan Müller. Sausage Fruit. Is it possible to communicate freely in German with English? Is it possible to communicate freely in Germany with English? Um, if you're asking me, I would say in some areas, yeah, absolutely. In some areas, yeah. I know plenty of Germans that don't speak anything but English. Um, the ones that I am around most of the time, I do try to tell them to a speak German to me, even if I'm like just keep speaking German so that I can know what you mean. If I say what does that mean, tell me, and then just we'll go back to German so that I can lock in uh, the relation to the English version of whatever you just said. Fun fact: 72% Germans speak English. Is that a fact, or did you just make that number up? No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't know either way. What else we got here? Rollo45 says you good. Oh, okay. The guy says, what is the difficult thing about the German language to you? The grammar, the pronunciation, or the vocabulary? For me, first comes not. It's not the pronunciation. I can get that. So first is gonna come vocabulary. Second is gonna come grammar and dialect. So if somehow I can master those, I think I would be okay. The vocabulary is a problem because when the Germans speak, I hear you, and I can pretty much put the sentence together from the few words in the sentence that you're saying, but it's those words that I'm missing. It's just like, what'd you just say? Um, they'll say something, and I'll just be like, okay, I know you said something about shoes. You know what I mean? But I don't wanna. I don't wanna have to be like that. I want to put those words together because I know what they mean, and I know that's almost. I don't want to say impossible. I know that's like a long shot. I know that requires hearing more people talking to you, or maybe even grabbing a German dictionary, which is the hard way. I am a firm believer in immersion. Like, if you want to speak a language, get your ass dropped off someplace where they don't speak nothing but that, nothing but that. You'll learn it. But yeah, that's for me. That's what it comes down to. I don't think it's so much pronunciation, but vocabulary and dialect and grammar. Whew, that those kill me. Those kill me. And I feel like once I learn something, something new comes. You know what I mean? Something new comes, and it's just and like with Dirty Das, most, not most, but a lot of Germans I know don't have that mastered. What? How? But it is what it is. I just keep trying, keep learning. Sausage Fruit says you need to restart. What does that mean? Oh, the stream? Do I need to restart the stream? What do you mean I need to restart Sausage Fruit? Okay, Jan Müller. There are not a lot of U.S. to German YouTubers who talked about this stuff, but everybody wants to know. It's true. It's true. That's why that's why I want to be an open book, and I don't care about having to answer the questions that you guys have. I mean, people want to know. So, all right, Niklaus. Yes, there's the saying. It means no one fell out of the sky being a master. Ah, okay. I was close. I was close. Rollo 45. I'm moving back. I grew up there. How do you do it with kids like teenagers? I don't have teenagers, but I'm gonna assume that it's the same. I got young. I got a 9 and 11 year old. But I'm gonna assume it's the same. They're still considered your children. They're children nonetheless. So, do you have? You said you're moving back because you grew up here. Does that mean you have? Does that mean like you have citizenship or something like that? Message me, DM me on Instagram or Facebook. Message me. We can talk about that there. Like I'll help you out if you need some help. I've had some other guys call me and ask me so. Niklaus. Yeah, no one that's fun. Okay, I was close on that quote. I was really close. I'm actually surprised I was that close. So Texas equals Cowboys. Bavaria equals Lederhosen. Yeah. As far as cliches go, yeah. The guys, if you wear Lederhosen up here in North Germany, you will be stared at. You'll get some disgusted looks. I can imagine so. Liz and Ricky, advice on growing a channel. Ooh, big one. Okay, since I'm still in the middle of growing a channel, I can tell you what I know thus far. Basically, content. Content is number one. Number two is eyeballs. Get your content in front of eyeballs. So once you make the content, distribute it wherever you see fit. Don't just put it on YouTube and hope for the best. You have to get it out there. Which leads me to myself. This last couple months, as you know, I kind of grew just a little bit. It happened because of that strategy. Making the content that not only I want to see, but that the people were seeing. I had to look at my videos and see which ones people were actually interested in. See, when I started out, I was just like, you know what? I'm just doing whatever. Just make whatever, stick a video out. But there comes a time, if you want this to be something more permanent, more full time, and something that's giving you something in return, if you know what I mean, then you have to do what the people want. You have to give the people what they want. For a lot of people, it just happens. You know, people's channels grow and get big. I've seen a lot of people already surpass me that started merely months ago. Already surpassed me. Sometimes it happens, but there's no magic formula. So for the rest of us who actually need to actually do the work, put in the content or put in the work to create the content and get it out there ourselves, this is what we have to do. So a growing comes. I think a lot of people are just in too big of a hurry to do it. Myself included. When I first started, I thought it would be easy as starting a YouTube channel and then people would just come watch, and it just the awakening for that was too real. You know, if you look back at some of my older stuff, what I used to do when I was trying things, I was just like, for me that was fun, so I kept doing it, which is okay. If that's you can do that, but it's not what people really wanted to see. So if you want to kind of meet in the middle, do what you love and have people love what you do, then you have to look at which one of those videos people are gravitating towards. And for me, it was the more German-based stuff. So that's what I did. I'm focusing more on Germany-based stuff. For me, you have to find yours. I would never tell anybody to do what I did, just as people didn't tell me to do what they did, because it's going to be a different formula for everyone. So it'll come. My only advice is to just be patient and just have fun. Just do the fun thing about it, and just stick to doing the fun things about it. You understand what I mean? Before you try to make it something so serious that it's stressing you out, and people aren't watching. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And don't even worry about that. Keep having fun. You two, Liz and Ricky, look like y'all are having fun. Keep having fun. And I definitely, when I come back in the area, I'm gonna hit you guys up. Maybe we can kind of make a video or something. It don't even have to be nothing big. You could just be like, hey, this is me and this is them, and we're both YouTubers, and we thought we'd get together and say hi together, or a live stream, or anything. It doesn't matter. We'll talk. Armando says, good question, Liz and Ricky, by the way. Good question. Thank you for asking. Suffer. G Suffer, they say in Oktoberfest. Okay. Not sure I follow. But Chase, I was told you only had to do 20 hours a month. I didn't know it was 20 per week. Yeah, Chase, it's 20 per week, man. But even then, it's not much. That's only 2.5 days. I work like 6-hour shifts. It's only 3 days. Yeah, I go there for it gets old at times. I just don't even want to do it. But who can complain about having to go do 6 hours? I go give them 6 hours of my time, only 3 times a week, and I'm done. The other 4 days, I'm actually enjoying my life. And as I said earlier, I won't always do it. There is going to come a time where I'm just going to be over it, and that could be more sooner than later. Trust me. Got things to do, and I might need that 20 hours. Armando, drunk in Bavarian. Oh, okay. I didn't know what it meant. I was like, what? Niklaus, Weisswurstfrühstück is one of the best things ever. So white sausage breakfast is one of the best things ever. Maybe. I don't really do the white sausage. The flavor of it just doesn't appeal to me. But okay, I'll take your word for it. I don't drink beer for breakfast. Nah, it's a lie. Yeah, you might not, but I know people that do. I've seen it. Oh, Liz and Ricky say Disneyland is badass. No matter your age, it'll always make somebody happy. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. Armando says, I've been to Disney World in Orlando. It's nice. Okay. We got some people that have actually been to the U.S. versions of Disney theme parks. That's cool. I have not. Let me adjust this real quick. I only wear these, in case y'all wonder, I only wear these to monitor my voice, because listening to myself in the room, I can't tell if I'm coming through on the stream. So when I ask you guys, how's my audio? You guys hear something different than what I hear. I hear myself being transferred through to it, but I can't hear how I may sound coming out. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Anyway, that's why I wear these, to make sure I hear my voice. Sausage Fruit says, is it cool that we have many German brands driving around here? What is better, American or German car brands? I think we know the answer to that. Audi is my number one brand car, and I'm so glad they're moving into electric vehicles, because for the longest time I was battling, do I want to get a Tesla when I'm able to, or do I want to get do I want to appeal to what I've always wanted, and that's an Audi. Now I can have an electric Audi one day, and they're only going to get better by the time I'm ready to buy one. So boom! Nice question. Thank you, Sausage. My uncle was American, Texan, and he understood Spanish and German, but he spoke always English because of his pride to do so. We see that often. And he could also speak German, but didn't want to. You know, I would love to be multilingual. Again, something Liz and Ricky can relate to, because I know you guys speak Espanol. You do it quite often on your channel. I would love to be multilingual. Like, I would love to just be like, I can go to this place and melt right in there and not have any issues. Or go to this place that's totally different from that place, melt right into there and have no issues. I would love to be able to do that. I don't see why people hide being a polyglot or at least multilingual. Wow, I actually thought this would be grammar. Will you react in the future to a German videos on YouTube? I'm surprised, or not surprised. You brought that up in a bit of irony because I was just watching. You guys know this guy, Connor Sullivan and Silas. I was just watching them reacting to a German video, and I was just like, oh gosh, some of this stuff is crazy funny. So maybe I will, maybe I won't, maybe I won't. If I find some people I like, one person that I watch, maybe you guys have heard him, is Simon, or is it Simone? Pronounced here in German, Simone. So Simon Dessous. I watched that guy like, oh, I've been watching him for years, and I've watched his channel grow and grow and grow. And much respect to that guy. He's gotten bigger ever since the moment I started watching. And congratulations to him. I mean, his channel is huge, but I may do a reaction to some German YouTube channels. We'll see. A lot of people struggle with grammar a lot. It's true. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. German is one of the hardest languages in the world. Did I lose the stream? Are we y'all still with me? Chase, my German is a no-go, but it's crazy because there's so many other foreigners living there without speaking German. I've met Turks, African, etc., who work and own business over there but speak zero German. Yeah, I have too. But by that same token, I've met many of those people from these other areas that actually speak amazing German. So when I see them, and they so effortless with it, I feel like am I just lazy? Are they just smarter than me, or what is the case to where they have it so locked down, and I'm struggling, you know? It's hard to accept sometimes, but it's okay. I'll get better. Niklaus, my last question for today. What's your favorite German candy or chocolate? I'm glad you asked. I don't know if this is German or not, but this is one of my favorites right here. If you can't see it, it's Milka. I don't always get this kind. I like the strawberry one, strawberry cheesecake, or whatever it is, the strawberry one. But this is one of my favorites. Milka. Not necessarily the flavor Oreo, but I like Milka. And I know somebody's probably going to be like, well, that's the cheap stuff. That's some of the cheaper candies and chocolates. It may be, but I like this shit. So, it's good to me. Good question, man. You read my old messages. Stream is okay. Okay, good. Ray says, the vocabulary comes kind of automatic by time. Don't force yourself too much on the dialects. Those are hard, even for many Germans. You are good if you get along with High German. See, I still don't understand what High German and Low. I don't understand what that even means. What makes it high? And what does high mean? What's the definition of high? In this case. The guy says, I mean, at least German is not as difficult as Chinese. Probably. I wouldn't even try. You know what? I'm not. I don't think anything anytime soon. I'm gonna try any language that's not using letters that I'm familiar with. Like their alphabet, the way it's structured, I don't think I even want to touch that right now. Not something that I'm trying to get involved with. Um, what's next? What's next? One of the hardest or difficult one, but in Europe it's one of the hardest. Armando says I heard Polish is even harder. Sausage fruit. You had trouble with the police yet in Germany? Like, like you told it already in a video, but how do you like them, and what is your opinion about it between the U.S. and Germany? No, I haven't had any issues with the Polizei. Nobody I know that's an American and looks like me has had trouble with the Polizei. At least not from like a violation kind of point of view. If they do, then it's maybe a traffic accident or some field sobriety uh, tests or something like that. But not in the way that my video outlined. No, not even close. Good one. Good question. You visited Frankfurt, Cologne, Munich, or Berlin yet? If yes, how was it and what is the difference? Um, I visited all those sausage fruit except Berlin. I haven't had a chance to make it to Berlin yet. I've been to Frankfurt. I haven't seen the city in full, but I've been to Frankfurt. I have a video where I was in Frankfurt. I've been to Cologne. That's where I went to Fantasia Land. So I have videos on that. And I've been to Munich. That's where I went to. That's when I went to Oktoberfest. That's the. I don't have a video. I wasn't YouTubing in that at that time. I think I do have videos on it. Maybe I can kind of put something together. Just kind of have like a throwback. So Berlin is the only one I haven't visited on your list. How did you do that? Highlighted at Christopher Russell. How did you do that? So if yes, how was it, and what is the difference you like in the big cities in Germany? So, the thing about I liked about the big cities is just there's so many interesting, not only people, but there's so many interesting things to see. In Frankfurt, well, I guess I can't speak too much on Frankfurt because I've only been to around the airport area. But in Cologne, that park, it was so interesting to see so many people enjoying a theme park, just like everybody on the same page. It's just it's hard for me to explain this, man, but that's kind of that's what I see when I go to big cities. It's just like everybody's just like we're here to enjoy ourselves and have a great time, and we'd like to do it with you if you're game. I love it. Munich was awesome. Um, I was only around the Oktoberfest area, but we still got a chance to see a little bit of the city, and Munich was awesome. There's something about the big cities that makes you happy to be there. The guys, you said you only been to Disneyland in Paris too, just like me, huh? Sausage Fruit says, "Will you ever go back into the U.S. or is it just for now the only opportunity you like to live in Germany?" Um, no, I can't. I don't want to. That no, I don't want to go back to the U.S. The U.S. is my home. Y'all don't get me wrong when I say this. The U.S. is my home, and I would never disclaim it. Like it's made me who I am. You know, the good and the bad. It's it's my home. I'm not trying to like disclaim it like that, but um, my time is just up on living there. That's all. I'm in a different season of my life, and this is where I would like to build the rest of uh, my life, basically. So no, I don't think I'll be moving back to the U.S. if Germany says the same. Um, Say one word for the USA and one for Germany. Do you mean like a translation? Sausage? If you get Bayferg, it's fun. What is that, Niklaus? Bayferg? I think that's how you say that. Bayferg. Sausage says Simon DeSue sucks. Why do you say that? I think he's an interesting guy. He's like super energetic, but I think he's an interesting guy. I would be surprised if you react to German songs, advertisements, TV show fails, etc. with subtitles. People need to get you suggestions. Maybe in the future would be nice. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Oh, let me just say this. On most of my videos, I have the option for people to add subtitles. I would do them myself, but as I said, sometimes I get pressed for time and I just don't have enough time to set aside to actually add subtitles because I have to translate everything and add them to the video. So if you guys or if anybody out there wants to participate in the community the community adding subtitles, that's open. So I don't know what it looks like on the outside for you guys, but if you go into the video and I guess hit the right things for adding subtitles, you guys can help me out and add subtitles for me. That's kind of cool, right? I think I have to approve it or whatever, but it would be nice to get people volunteer for that. No pressure from anybody. I'm saying that it's open. Um, Who's next here? You should watch good German YouTube channels. I'm a bit allergic to all the big German YouTubers. My favorite German channels are. Oh, okay. Some suggestions. Walulis, Arts Dei, Simplicissimus. Oh my goodness. Terra X, ZDF, and Extra 3. Wow. Those are all channels, huh? Let me take a screenshot here. Just so I'll have that. Okay. Oh, thanks guys for letting me know what high German meant. Armando, Sausage, and the guys. Thank you. Oreo is American. Yeah, I know Oreos are, but is Milka the brand? That's German, right? The guy says, honestly, I'm not sure if I like the German police or not. They can get pretty nasty, but some are really helpful and nice. I suppose. I mean, I don't have any contrast. Only thing I've faced is nice. So until they give me something else, then I can compare the nice with the mean. So all I've gotten is nice thus far. That I can only talk about that. As a Berliner, it's a blast. Berlin is a beautiful city. Everybody goes to Berlin though. Like everybody goes to Berlin. It seems like people that are coming from other countries. It seems like they all gravitate towards Berlin for some reason. I don't think it's a problem, but everybody goes to Berlin. One thing is annoying me are the construction sites, but I'll be pretty in like 2 years, so I'm fine with that. In every city are construction sites. Chase says, first time I got pulled over by the polo tie, they were chill. When they pulled me over, I had my windows down, engine off, hands visible, and they told me to relax, sir. We're not in America. Uh, well, that's embarrassing. I can relate to that, Chase, because y'all excuse me. Um, that's one of the things that we're told to be mindful of in the states, especially if you know look like me. Keep your hands where they can be seen. Um, you know, or already have your window down, turn your engine off, so that you don't have to get instructions, unnecessary instructions. It just cuts back on the process and makes it short as possible, and as easy on you as possible to not have to mess up an instruction, I guess. So that's crazy that they would say relax. We're not like come on, like dang that even they know. It's crazy, man. ZDF is basically the German BBC News. Shows and series can be found there. Oh, okay. Okay, Sausage says Milky is a brand name for chocolate products of the U.S. food company Mondelez International. Chocolate is produced inter alia in Lurach in Baden-Württemberg and in the Bulgarian Shvoga. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was German. I thought it was German. That's I learned something new. Well, that's good. It's not the only thing I enjoy, but they're small, they're quick, and it's a cool little fix. So the more expensive chocolates and stuff, I rarely eat because I don't want to eat them. Like I want to save them, so I don't even buy them. So I don't end up keeping too many of them. But yeah, there's a lot of them that I do enjoy. I end up settling on those primarily. Given, oh, good to see you. That's one of the news. You just subbed today. I remember your name. Moving to Hamburg soon for work. Nice. Well, welcome, brother, when you finally get here. I hope you enjoy your time here. Terra X is a documentary channel. Oh, okay. Tanya, good to see you. Thanks for joining. She says, just wanted to say hello and tell you that I thought of you at today's shopping. I saw suc- sucrandin syrup, which was 169 euro in a squeeze box. What? Yuck. That sounds gross. Gross. And I don't mean big in German. It sounds disgusting. You saw that and you thought of me, huh? That's cool, man. I'm glad I had an impact on you. Thanks for joining the stream. Klaus says, "How is German from your daughter?" Oh, I think my I think my daughter's fine. I got two. Both of them are fine. They don't have any problems with learning the language or anything like that. They pretty much that's what they speak all day long at school. So obviously they've learned it and left me behind. So now I have them communicating with each other and with the friends and correcting me because I apparently don't know what I'm doing. But they're great. Thank you, Klaus. Berlin fights against Frankfurt and Cologne to be the highest criminal rate city. Is that a fact? Wow, that's crazy. What is that? What does that come in the form of? Are we talking murders or robberies, or what kind of crime? Oh, smuggling and illegal entry? And the banks. What do you mean by the banks? Oh, mafias, huh? All right, so, guys, you have, so you guys have asked some great questions. Thank you for asking these questions. I'd like to move on to this next segment real quick, and that is, I wanted to point out, and I think I pointed this out earlier in the stream. The last, yeah, actually I did. I said the last month or two has picked up in some activity and attention onto the channel. So what that means is we have a lot of new followers and supporters. So what I want to challenge each and every one of you guys to do is whenever I post, and maybe I'll tie this into the giveaways that I was talking about earlier in the stream, is for each one of you guys, if you found value in it at all, or if you know someone who might, share the video. Like, once you see it and you're just like, oh, I like this or whatever, if you liked it, or if you disliked it, like it. Like the video, but right underneath that, there's share options. You don't even have to leave the platform. Hit share, and you can send it off to wherever it is. Let me see. So, yeah, right here. So if you hit share, and you're able to send the video off wherever you see fit, like share it with your friend who might want to know what Germany is like, or who always wondered what the food was like, or whatever the case may be, or just put it out there just because you feel like it's good content for people to see. But I'm thinking I'll make like a challenge one day where someone who's able to be a part of the stream, not the stream, be a part of the video by telling me that you liked it or disliked it. I need to know this stuff. Telling me that you liked it or disliked it. Telling me why in the comments underneath. So that would be telling me you liked it or disliked it by hitting a thumb up or thumb down. Telling me you liked it before or underneath, telling me why in the comments so that I know what I need to work on. And then sharing it to your favorite platform, social media platform. By doing that, we'll get a chance to see the channel, and we can get a bigger community. Not just for me, but for I feel like the bigger the community, the more supporters, we can get this to where we need it to be. Like, I really want this channel to be something that people can appreciate. There are a lot of people in this. Let me explain. There are a lot of people in the States that don't travel, that don't see places outside of the U.S. Whatever the case may be on why, whatever the reason is, I want to be kind of a look into other places around the world for those people. So, yes, these things help me as a creator, but more so, I just want the channel to get seen by as many people as possible that maybe aren't able to see Germany, maybe aren't able to see France, maybe aren't able to see Amsterdam, the UK, all these places that I have the opportunity to set my feet in. You know what I mean? Not everybody has a chance to. So when I just may do this. I'm thinking I might now. Maybe I'll have a giveaway for a few people where I'll shout you out in a video by name, your real name, or if you have a YouTube channel or another social media site, I'll shout that out. Whatever your choice. After after coming back to me and letting me see that you were able to like or dislike it, tell me why, and then send the video somewhere else. But nonetheless, guys, share the videos. Share them if you like, especially if you liked it. Just share the video. Get it out there. Let's get people seeing these things. Let's make other people happy. Let's satisfy something in other people or some people that may not get a chance to be in a position that I'm in. There are people who are in way better positions than me, but there are people who are in positions who are in worse positions than me too. So I want to be here for them. Okay, y'all help me with that. What else are you guys talking about here? I hope you be live again soon. I don't know if you remember when I recommended this sugar syrup to you when you spoke about peanut butter. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. And it's okay that you're late. Yeah. See you later. Hey, I'll do another one next week. We'll see. But we'll catch you, Tanya. Thank you for joining for us as as long as you did. German rap. Is it possible talking with you over Discord or something? I tried Discord, and I don't know if I'm just dumb, but it just got too confusing. And with everything, because I was gonna pair my Discord up with my Twitch channel, but I was just like, you know what, this is too much because I have Twitch, I have YouTube, I have the other social media. I was just like, Discord can wait. So no, unfortunately, I don't have a Discord. Maybe sometime in the future when I finally get Twitch up and running for my gaming, we'll see. Does anybody else here game? I don't game as often. Bye, Tanya. I don't have a team speak. The only way, unfortunately, to communicate with me like on that intimate of a level is either Facebook Messenger, Instagram DMs, or something like that. That's at the moment. That's primarily the way that I communicate. Sausage. Reactions is coming soon. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Just stay tuned. Do people really like reaction videos that much? What is the next video you're uploading? I got 3 ready, but I don't know which one I'm going to do. Um, it's hard to say. I don't want to say something and then it be something else. So we'll just wait and see. It should be released on Wednesday. Drop like a bomb. Oh, you talking about the reaction? Well, with the reaction video, you can't really do much with it because all people are watching is you reacting to the video. I like to add little little special edits and stuff to my videos usually, as you guys might know. But there's nothing you can really do to a reaction video. I think the entertainment of a video is in how you react to what you're watching. That's where you get the entertainment value from those. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I've never done a reaction video. I have done a reaction video. It was not that good. I remember when y'all might remember this. Remember when you guys know KSI? He was doing a boxing match, not with the Paul brothers. He was doing a boxing match with some other dude. So this is maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, I don't remember the other guy's name, but I did a reaction video to that. Actually, it wasn't to the actual fight. It was to one of the. You know how they make like music videos of them rapping and dissing the other person. So KSI made a video, and then that person made a video, and I reacted to both of those. I don't even think that video is public. It might be there. It might be there. It might not. I don't know if it's public or not, but it wasn't that good. I was just basically on getting on there just to be doing something. People from Germany want to see how America reacts to it. Yes, the Paul brothers, Logan and the other dude, Jake. Pause in between and talk about the sense you've seen. Talk about that scene you've seen since then. Oh yeah, I know. I know the structure of a reaction video. I'm just not sure. That's not what I want to say. I just wasn't aware that they were that popular. I didn't know people like them as much as you're telling me they do. There are already so much reaction videos. I would recommend to stick to what you enjoy. Be yourself. That's not bad advice, Ray. I appreciate that. Um, I don't want to change it up too much anyway. So even if I did do a reaction video, I still have to, for the sake of my channel's SEO, I still have to stick to what YouTube recommends I do a little bit. What's your addresses? Are you talking about my socials down below here? Right here. Facebook, Twitter, Insta, and YouTube. Hopefully you're not talking about my street address. Hey, Armando, see you later. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time. We're down to the last 10 minutes of this live stream. So I'll let you guys, if you want to get a few more questions in, get those in now so that I could kind of wrap those up. But let me recap on the questions I was asking for those of you who weren't here earlier. So I kind of want to know if I should do giveaways. I just not a few minutes ago mentioned that maybe I should, as kind of an incentive or reward for people who are who choose to help out the channel by participating on the channels. That means interacting, telling me if you liked or disliked it by hitting thumbs up or down, because that's something I need to know, and then being specific on what you liked or didn't like by putting it in the comments, and then also disseminating the video, sharing it to people you think might be interested, or just sharing it in general, just because you feel like it's something people should see. So do you guys think I should do giveaways or not? Another thing is, I guess this is, I thought I asked more questions than that, but the other thing was these right here, my new donation links. They're absolutely not mandatory. But if anyone I got asked about it, so I made it for those who were interested in it. So basically, it's just two donation links. One's PayPal and one's Buy Me a Coffee. Every little bit helps, definitely, but I'm definitely not asking for it. I'm not trying to throw out any obligations to you guys to do something like that. I had to make them because people were asking me how come I don't have them. So for the people who wanted them, there they are. Okay? So those are basically it. You guys just let me know if giveaways is something you think I should start participating in. Bo Deuce, welcome to the stream. Question is, where are you from in the U.S.? So originally from St. Louis, Missouri, which is in the Midwest. I was born and raised there, grew up there until I left for the military in, no, not in, about 4 or 5 years after high school. But city and state I just came from 3 years ago prior to moving back here is Phoenix, Arizona. So I guess for most of my life, I've lived in St. Louis, Missouri, and secondly, in outside of the military. Secondly was Phoenix, Arizona. Good question. Thank you, Bo Deuce. Buy your coffee as a donation website. Yes, it is. Um, go check it out. It's down below. It's linked down below. Just see what it's about. I mean, you don't have to do anything. There's literally no obligation for this stuff. I mean, check it out. If it's something you're interested in, fine. If not, great. Um, so all right, 5 more minutes. I'll wait for your questions. Oh yeah, thanks, sausage. I mean, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I love coffee. I mean, look at my videos. I mean, how often do you see me with a cup of coffee? Yes, Peaches. Donations. You know what? If I had another monitor, I could show you guys my screen and let you see it, but I can't do it because the monitor I'm using over here is just for monitoring as a as a as a as a as if I was a viewer on YouTube. It's not connected to the situation. Who is Peaches? Klaus Peaches is the person right above you. That's my sister. See that person, Peaches, Russell? Who is Peaches? I could be mod. Hey, anything's possible, man. Anything's possible, man. Sausage, anything is possible. I've seen enough dedicated people to this channel, dedicated supporters. But anything's possible, man. Let's just grow. Let's keep the forward momentum and just see where we go with this. Vorspiel. Word game. Help me. What does that mean, sausage? I know one thing. Like I said, guys, critique me often. Always tell me what it is you like and what you don't like. I don't care. In any video, down in the comments, just always critique me and let me know. Um, but personally, I'm noticing that what I can do right now is probably figure out how to get a better stream. Because the more I look and see these pauses and stuff, like I would hate that if I was a spectator, if I was watching one myself. So, man, let me give some more props to you guys. Respect to you guys, those of you that did, for sticking around and hanging in here with me on this latest live stream. I know there's a lot of pauses and gaps and probably some sound issues and stuff like that, but guys, thank you. Every single one of you, thank you for sticking around as long as you did this whole time. All right, Ray says, you are sure that your Instagram link in the section above of your comments is correct. It opens the page of Chris Bowden, not Russell. Yeah, that's my Instagram. It has to be Christopher underscore Russell underscore. You have to have the underscores in it. So try it again and let me know. See? the name. There you go. See, Christopher underscore Russell underscore. Oh, I know you already asked that, Sausage, but as I said, I don't know which one I'm going to release. So I don't want to tell you the next video and then end up putting out another one. But on Wednesday, you'll see. Um, what you want to go further with your YouTube account? Um, I guess you're asking me what I want. What's my ultimate goal for YouTube? Um, and I think I mentioned this before. My ultimate goal is to just end up doing films. I want to get to a point where I'm just releasing short films, even if they're not that short. I just want to be releasing films like once every couple weeks or something like that. Really nice films, like they require work. You know what I mean? So once I clear up a little more time in my life, I'll have more, time to concentrate on writing these out, getting willing participants, and kind of putting together all these ideas and stuff that I have in my head that I want to do. You guys have no idea how many ideas and stuff that I'm just ready to embark on. If I start now, they're just going to end up being sloppy and rushed. So I'm taking my time. But my ultimate goal for YouTube is to have a film channel. The travel films, even subject matter films where I take an interesting subject matter and just add cinematography to it. That's all you got to do. There's not much to do in this. I want to put the time into it. That's all. So that's my ultimate goal. As I said in the last live stream, everything I do now is practice. It's leading up to me being that filmmaker that I want to be. So that's my ultimate goal. And with that, I'll let that be the last question. Guys, I need to wrap up this live stream. I thank you guys for hanging in. You guys are great. You're great. All the new people, all the people who have been here from the beginning, thank you so much for your support. A live stream is probably going to come less often than I like here before summer starts. When summer starts, maybe I'll up it. And also for April, maybe I'll do a Vita vlog every day in April. But for the moment, the weekly schedule is what it's going to have to be. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thanks for talking to me. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your information. Thank you for the participation of all you guys. I can't do this without you guys. That's why I want to give you whatever it is that you want from me. Without you, there's no me. I'm not trying to be cliche, but this channel cannot move forward without you people and the support from you. So thank you very much, and I'm going to talk to you guys in the next stream. Have a good night if it's nighttime for you. Have a good rest of your day if it's daytime for you. Wednesday, new video. Thank you again for enjoying the stream. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.